Let's watch a preview from the ABC Afterschool special, The Less Than Perfect Daughter.
Oh, I'm glad I found you. Have you seen Jenny?
What happened?
Well, I was on the phone, but it was only for a couple of minutes, and I looked around and she was gone. I've looked everywhere, and I thought that she might be here.
Look, let's split up and comb the neighborhood. We'll meet back here in an hour.
I just couldn't believe she was doing it. I mean, right there with the door unlocked. I didn't know what to do, you know? And now I have no place to go.
You can sleep here tonight.
I can?
But it's not a permanent solution, Melissa. You know that.
I know. I don't know what to do.
Have you tried talking to anyone?
Like who?
I don't know, like a counselor or someone. What about that guy who came to your school last week?
Michael Peterson?
Maybe you could talk to him. Maybe you could talk to him with your mother.
I tried to get her to go that night, but she wouldn't.
Well, maybe this time she'll say yes. And you can meet here. That way it'll be on neutral ground.
I don't know if he does that.
All he can do is say no.
To be honest, Mr. Peterson, I don't know why we're here.
Melissa, you want to tell your mother why we're here? You called me, remember? You told me how you feel when you're with your mother. You want to tell her that? Don't you think she has a right to know?
I feel stupid.
Stupid?
I mean, we all know I'm not the brightest kid in the world.
Who told you that?
I mean, no, I just mean that I don't get good grades or anything, you know.
Do you feel like she's stupid, Mrs. Harmon?
Of course not.
What else do you feel?
Like a little kid.
A little kid? Why?
I guess because I don't get to make my own decisions, and when I do, I mean, they're always the wrong ones, you know, like what I want to do with my life.
Go on, Melissa. What else do you feel?
Afraid.
Of me?
Why?
Because she's always so angry at me, and I'm always afraid I'm going to do something wrong, and she's going to scream at me.
This is ridiculous.
I don't have to...
Okay. How do you show your mother that you love her?
You don't.
Why not?
I guess I'm scared to.
Scared again.
What are you scared of, Melissa?
I guess. She doesn't love me back.
This is ridiculous. She knows I love her.
How do you show her?
How?
I mean, how do you show her you love her?
If you're asking me, do I hug and kiss her every second? I don't behave that way, Mr. Peterson. And if that means that I'm not a good mother because I don't shower her with loads of phony affection...
You're a good mother.
Why is it phony to show affection?
I raised Melissa all by myself. I was a working mother before it was trendy. And it didn't have to be that way either. I gave her my life. That's how I showed my love for her. I gave her things that nobody ever gave me. And how does she show her love for me? She walks out, just like her father did. That's all the love that anybody ever shows me.
Irene.
I better go talk to her.
Listen, she just told herself some things she's never told herself before, so don't let her stop there.
I can't believe this. She hates me. I ruined her life.
Do you really think that?
Well, she thinks so.
What do you think?
I don't know. Maybe I did.
You absolutely didn't. That's her problem to deal with. Melissa, you're a terrific kid. You did something very grown up here. You tried to talk to her. And it was very hard, but it'll never be harder than it was just right now.
Morning. Get any sleep?
I would have slept on a mountain of feathers. Messed everything up, Seal. I mean, my mom hates me for ruining her life. I've caused problems for her and her new husband. And I can't even get a job. I can't do anything at all except mess things up.
See this puppy?
Oh, he's so cute.
I want you to punch it. Pound it and beat it up.
No, I'm not gonna do that.
Why not?
Well, because he's so sweet.
You think this dog is worth more than you are.
No.
So why treat it so much better than you treat yourself? You've been beating yourself up all night. You are worth something too. See this? Bobby Black made it for you.
Bang Bang Bobby Black?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh, I didn't even think he noticed me.
Oh, you're a lot more than noticed around here. You may not think much of yourself, but there's plenty of people who happen to disagree with you.
Yeah, like my mother.
Even if that's true, and I'm not so sure it is. Can't let one opinion cancel all the others. Come on, let's get some air. Let's go. Oh, yes. Yes, come on. These kids responded to you. So teaching is more than a job, it's a gift.
Oh, yeah, I'm very gifted, Seal.
But you know, you also got to work hard to develop something. And you've worked hard, Melissa. But you'll be wasting all that effort if you stop.
If you mean school, I just can't handle it right now.
I hear you handled your last math test pretty well. Richard said you got a B.
I did?
I bet helping Jenny with her math test didn't hurt. And sometimes the best way to learn something is by teaching someone else. You still have choices, you know, which not everyone has.
What do you mean?
You ever wonder why I run a child care home instead of being a real teacher in a school?
I figured that's just what you wanted.
It's the only choice I had. I never finished high school, let alone college. I love doing this, but I always felt like I could have done more.
Well, you could.
So could you. Now, sometimes we can't get love the way we want it. Sometimes we just got to take it the way it comes. My father never hugged me. He was a Marine, and once I tried to hug him, I was maybe 5 or 6. He went totally rigid. Never tried again, even when I knew he was dying. He collected baseball cards, spent all his money on rare ones. I resented those cards. Thought he loved them more than he loved me. When he died, he left them to me. Giving them to me was his way of saying that he loved me. Wasn't the way I wanted him to say it, but it meant the same thing. I just had to know how to see it.
Oh, I'm glad I found you. Have you seen Jenny?
What happened?
Well, I was on the phone, but it was only for a couple of minutes, and I looked around and she was gone. I've looked everywhere, and I thought that she might be here.
Look, let's split up and comb the neighborhood. We'll meet back here in an hour.
Your mom's looking all over for you. She's really worried.
She yells at me. She hates me.
No. You know, Jen, sometimes people yell at us even though they love us. I mean, that doesn't mean that you have to run away.
You did?
Well, what are you going to do?
Live here like a duck. And people throw me food and want to play with me.
Well, yeah, but I mean, you can't just say you're going to be a duck. I mean, you gotta learn how to paddle through the water and dive for fish to eat.
I'll learn it in school.
Ah, but see, you won't be able to go to school if you're not living at home.
You didn't stay home. You don't go to school.
Well, maybe I made a mistake. Maybe I was wrong.
You're gonna go back?
Maybe. I will if you will.
Okay.
Ready to go? Come on.
Jenny, where have you been?
Me and Melissa ran away, but we came back together.
Oh, how did you know where to find her? How did you know where she'd be?
Well, I listened to her, Mrs. Tanaka.
Thank you. Say goodbye.
Bye.
Bye, Jenny.
Bye, Jenny.
I think I hear the phone. We're here. When we heard Liz was arrested, we thought...
Arrested?
For selling drugs, you didn't know?
Well, no, I moved out.
Well, at least your judgment is improving.
Oh, was that a compliment?
Look, Melissa, I know that I'm not the best mother.
You are. No. No, maybe you're not.
If this is about last night with Mr. Peterson, I just don't think that we need a stranger trying to help us.
I don't know. I mean, we haven't been very successful working it out by ourselves. Maybe we do need some help.
All right, Jack. Maybe you're right.
You know, we haven't rented out your room yet. Dinner time.
Oh, I'm having dinner with Celia. But I won't be that long. Be home by 9?
So?
Do you think my mom will ever come around?
I don't know, but I think Jack's being there will help.
So, how long will it take me to get a teaching degree?
4 years? Once you finish high school.
Which is a year from now. Well, I guess I'll just be taking it 1 year at a time.
I think I can live with that.